What's good, y'all? This your boy Tony the Finesse Guy, man. And I'm here with my first episode of the No Cable TV podcast. Here to talk about the 49ers schedule, man. This gonna be the revenge tour, man. I'm hoping we'll go undefeated, but from the looks of it, it's like I'm not too sure, man, because we got a pretty good schedule, and I feel like we got like one of the strongest divisions in the league. But for week one, we got the Cardinals. Everybody knows the Cardinals gave us a run for our money last season. They weren't all that good of a team, but Murray had a lot of injuries. Just kind of curious to see if he can stay healthy or not. But that's a team that we definitely have to look out for because they're in our division. They have Kenyon Drake, the dude they got from Miami last year, who's pretty good, really talented dude, man. But the Cardinals, somebody we definitely have to watch out for. They almost beat us. It was a really, really close game. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it was one of those games where, we were just sleeping on them and, we didn't think they're going to come out and play hard because they weren't in the playoffs and they're already having a bad season. But, you know, they're not no joke. I feel like they're going to come out and I think they're going to surprise everybody. And I think they're going to make a fight for the playoffs. I think that's a team we definitely have to watch out for. Can't remember what the score was last season, but these dudes they was out there balling. I don't know who they got at receiver. Who do they have as receivers? But we'll see, man. But I'm telling you, that's gonna be a close game. I got us winning at least by a touchdown or a field goal. But we're playing that game at home. But hopefully the coronavirus, all this shit is over by football season. I'm praying to God all this is over because if not, I heard we'll be playing our home games in Arizona. And it's like, who wants to do that? I'd rather us play our home games in Vegas. I think it makes more sense. It's a new stadium. It's closer to home. You know what I mean? Or one of those college stadiums. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand why, we would go all the way to Arizona playing a stadium where our team's division, you know what I mean? It's easy for Cardinals fans to show up and tear our team down on purpose. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to see us make it. We already got a target on our back because we went to the Super Bowl. But either way, I think that, having that home field advantage, I think that does matter. You know what I'm saying? But week two, we got 49ers, of course, 49ers and the Jets, not really too worried about the Jets, to be honest. I mean, they have Le'Veon Bell. He's getting older now. And he's just got that weird personality like AB, you know what I'm saying? You never know how that guy's going to show up or play, if he's going to be motivated to play. Because we've heard so many stories about the guy, you know what I'm saying? And we got Sam Darnold. Hopefully he can come back healthy. I remember before the season started, they were talking about, Le'Veon Bell was talking about how they were Super Bowl contenders and they went out there and they they really had a shitty season, but, their starting quarterback got hurt. But even when he had came back, he still wasn't all that great, but I guess we got to give the dude a break because he was out with an injury, you know what I'm saying? So we can't go too hard on him. We can't really judge him, but, I'm not really worried about the Jets. I think we get the W against the Jets and the Cardinals. We'll start 2-0. The Giants, I think the Giants made the playoffs. They got that young quarterback, but that was the Bills that made the playoffs. That's what I'm thinking about. But the Giants, not too worried about the Giants. We go 3-0, playing them at home for week 3. Not worried about that. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and skip them all together because, man, they really need to work on a lot of things. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real. Week 5 here, we got the Eagles. The 49ers, we lost our boy Goodwin to the Eagles, but I mean, it's not really like it's a big loss. You know what I mean? He was out with a lot of injuries, always had concussions, never really played. No disrespect, good guy and everything, but don't really need him. You know what I'm saying? Let's see who else. Week 6, we got the Dolphins. 49ers. We're at home. Yeah, home against the Eagles. That's gonna be another. That's gonna be an easy one. The Dolphins are still building. The Dolphins been rebuilding for fucking shit since I've been born. For the past 30 years. So, man, we don't really have to worry too much about Dolphins. I'm not gonna talk about that too much, but what's interesting is I just want to see how. Let's see who we got here. How the Rams are gonna come back after losing Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, I feel like he was a big piece of part of that team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think it had anything to do with injuries. I just think that it had to do something with money, contract, or with the head coach because they stopped running him a lot. They fucked everything up in the Super Bowl. It was just weird, man. It's like that Marshawn Lynch situation with Seattle, But I I don't know who they're gonna have for the running back. They'll have a running back now. You know what I mean? They just let one of the key guys to making everything happen on that team go. Maybe he didn't want to be there. He just wasn't saying But dumb move by the Rams. Dumb move by the Rams. Todd Gurley's in Atlanta now, so we'll see how Atlanta does. They had Darren Freeman or something like that. I forgot his name. I think that's his name. But he was a solid running back. With both of them sharing touches. I think they're gonna be dangerous. You know what I mean? Atlanta is a team that beat us last year. It was close, man. It came down to literally like centimeters. That game was just heartbreaking, but we were still number one, and we still got that week off for the playoffs. So that game, just had me stressed out, man, because we had to worry about the Seattle game. But we'll save that conversation for another day, man. The Rams, just not worried about them. We're gonna beat the Rams. We got the Patriots and 49ers. Y'all lost Tom Brady, man. You lost Rob Gronkowski. It's it for y'all, man. It's it for y'all boys. Y'all had a nice run for all of you. When this game comes, don't make any stupid bets. Don't make any stupid bets. I don't care nothing about Bill Belichick. And this and that, he's a great coach. Yeah, he did some stuff with Garoppolo, but Garoppolo was a solid quarterback. They started with this young quarterback that got Brian Hoyer. We had Brian Hoyer in San Francisco, and that motherfucker was terrible. He was terrible. He was just straight trash. Brian Hoyer is straight trash. He's not gonna do nothing for you guys. He didn't do nothing for the Bears, all the other teams he was with. So y'all in the rebuilding process, and I hope you guys understand that. And I hate to talk about basketball and football, but that's what happened with the Lakers. Kobe's last few years after we lost Kobe, or his last year, we was down for about a good decade, for about a good 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And that shit really sucked. But back to football, man. Yeah, you Patriots, we're not worried about that. We're gonna blow you guys out. Seahawks, playing the Seahawks at home. I get that a 50-50 because that's a division game. They always, play the hardest against us, man. That can go either way. I'm just be real, man. They gave us a hard time last season. The Packers, we whooped our ass, man. I'm sorry, but Aaron Rodgers can't do it all. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers can't put on that cape. He's getting old. You know what I mean? He can't keep saving your ass. You guys need a team. Football is a team sport. Period. Packers fans, I'm sorry, but y'all gonna need some more pieces. Y'all got Devontae Adams. Your running back, he's a power running back. what's his name? Jermichael something. He's a power back. You know, he's just good for the goal line. You know, he's gonna start. He's gonna slow down eventually. I just don't see you guys doing that great, man. You guys started the season with an easy schedule. You know what I'm saying? But next game we got, we're playing the Saints. Saints, you can't ever count on Drew Brees. It's just something about them damn Saints, man. They got a great head coach. I really like Drew Brees. But that game last season, man, let me tell you, that game was fucking crazy, man. It was outrageous, man. The game could have went either way. It was just crazy. I was on the edge of my seat the whole fucking game. I was sweating, cussing. I almost passed out. I think I I think I betted on that game. I don't know. I can't remember that far back. Next game, we got the Rams at home. Not worried about the Rams. The damn Rams fans don't even show up for the Rams. You know what I'm saying? The only time Rams fans show up is when they're winning. You know what I'm saying? We got the Bills. Not worried about the Bills. We beat the Bills. We got the Redskins. Redskins need a lot of work. We got Trent Williams. I'm excited about that. Great, great tackle. And we picked up a lot of good guys in the draft. We actually got a guy from my hometown. His name is Aton or something like that. And we'll see how that kid does. But not worried about the Redskins. The Cowboys can't stand. Let me start off saying this. I can't stand Cowboys fans. Every year y'all think y'all going to the Super Bowl and y'all just be having the worst fucking roster. But I heard y'all did all right in the draft. I don't know. Last year, you guys had an easy schedule, had some sorry ass teams, and then once like midway through the season, once when you guys start playing some real teams, you start getting your ass handed to you. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna get on the Cowboys fans. So I know Cowboys fans are gonna be on my ass about this because I got a lot of Cowboy fans in my family, a lot of Cowboy friends that are Cowboys fans. You guys are just, delusional, crazy, man. But the last two games of the season, we got the Cardinals and the Seahawks. Like I said, those are gonna be two tough games. But I think we could possibly go undefeated with some close games. I said the most we lose about. Looking at the schedule, let me see. I said we could lose to the Seahawks, the Saints, maybe the Eagles, maybe maybe the Cardinals might get us one game, and that's it. That's about it. Oh, the Cowboys. You guys, hold on. You guys got what's his name? They call him the Red Rocket. What's that motherfucker's name? But he used to play for Cincinnati. Darnold, Darnold something, some shit like that. But you guys got him. He's a pretty solid quarterback. I think he'll end up starting over Dak Prescott. But who knows? That's gonna be his first year in Dallas, and still, I don't think he can just come in and change anything, especially with our defensive line. But yeah, man, I just want to share our lineup with the 49er faithful, man. Been a big fan for years. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're going to go back to the Super Bowl, man. Because the last Super Bowl, let me tell you, that was some bullshit. It was some straight up bullshit. I was damn near in tears. I was hurt, lost for words. Had to hear a whole bunch of shit talking for about a good 2 months. I'm happy it died down, but man, hopefully we come back better than ever, and I think we will. I think we got the pieces we need in the draft, which is wide receivers, and I think we got some safeties in the cornerback, which we kind of needed. Our cornerbacks is good, but I think we needed somebody on the other side for Richard Sherman. You know what I'm saying? Which we did do, which I'm happy about. So we'll see, man. We'll see if our young guys can come together, our veterans. We kept a lot of the same guys. We kept the team together, so we got hope, man. We got a bright future. And the year before last, I went to the game. You know, we sucked. You know what I mean? Then the next year we came back, and I told people we were gonna go to the Super Bowl, and we did. And the future's bright for us. This is only the beginning. You know, don't give up. For all you bandwagoner Niners fans, don't give up on our team, man. But yeah, I think we're gonna go back to the Super Bowl. You know, and we definitely. I think it's gonna be for my Super Bowl prediction. It's gonna be Tampa Bay and the 49ers. That's my Super Bowl prediction. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you check out my Instagram, Tony Finesse God, my YouTube, Tony Finesse God. I'll be dropping videos doing reactions there, so make sure y'all check that out. And I appreciate you guys for listening. Y'all have a blessed day.